Beautiful rising, y'all. Let's get into the energy. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Come on in the building, child. Ooh, we got some interesting stuff going on today, y'all. I'm going to adjust. Let's see. Make sure y'all ain't got no shadows and glares. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning, y'all. We're going to give everybody some time to join the live, y'all, because we have an interesting set of events taking place today, y'all. It's actually a very beautiful day, y'all. All right. We know what it is, y'all. Today is a new moon in Aries. All right. New moon energy, y'all. New year, right? A lot of endings, y'all. A lot of new beginnings. A lot of revelations, right? I don't know about y'all, but man, when I tell you the damn downloads have been coming, like my intuition, y'all, has been on like 72,000. Let me know in the comments if y'all have had like more like intuitive hits, like you've been hearing, more clearly from God about like what it is that you need to do, or even just about like the circumstances that have been taking place. Like I've been getting a lot of confirmation, right? A lot of new information, right? That is bringing clarity. And even like external confirmation, right? Like 3D confirmation, like weird ass text messages, y'all. And you over here talking about the fuck is going on. Yeah, y'all. There's a clearing. I'm seeing 777. All right. So today, y'all, is going to bring a powerful mix of energy. All right. Because we have this beautiful new moon in Pisces, right? In Pisces tonight, which is going to offer a profound emotional reset and a chance to dream big. I think I got to change this too because we're going into Aries season, but I think I put Aries in my title, but it's the new moon in Pisces because Pisces is giving you that, dreamy, intuitive energy, right? Where you're really getting, like the downloads and all of the information from God. All right. So with the new moon in Pisces taking place tonight, I think it's about 9:30, 9:20, somewhere this evening, where the new moon takes place. Now, what's happening though is Venus is in Aries, right? And Venus speaks to how we love, right? Venus speaks to your heart. So as we understand that Pisces, right, is our intuition, our guidance, right? And Venus being your heart, which is in Aries, right, is squaring Jupiter in Cancer, right, which is another highly intuitive and highly emotional sign, right? So all of this is really bringing intense desires and the temptation to kind of overindulge, all right? So be careful. Be careful, y'all, because you're going to have the urge to splurge, right? Even if that's financially, right? So don't make any big purchases right now, right? Because we are still in retrograde, y'all. All right. And it's the very last part, but we are still in retrograde. So if you get this urge to splurge, right, either emotionally or financially, what does that mean emotionally? Don't go spilling all your feelings. Let me tell you something, y'all. If you're king, if y'all been in separation, if y'all, trying to figure things out and they contact you, that's great, right? Go with the energy, but do not go emotionally overboard, like, because that's not what this energy is. Remember, right? For the divine feminine, this energy is be still, right? This energy is be still. They are feeling the emotions, right, of what's taking place in the energy. They are the ones that are wanting to do this emotional splurge, right? Which is what? Tell you how they feel. Why? Because we're finna go into this new year. And the old habits, I heard bad habits. I just saw bad habits, right? So the old habits cannot reside, right, in this new year. So what has to take place is, y'all, they have to be able to talk, and that's on an emotional level. So what's taking place, y'all, excuse my adjusting, right? So what's taking place within the masculine collective at this time is that they are feeling the same energy, y'all, that you are feeling. You have to understand, as the chosen one, right, the one listening to me, right, is, I'm telling you, y'all, your empathy, right, your intuition, that's just a superpower. And if you guys begin to understand that, your life becomes, it's a whole damn comic book shit, because you done wrote the script, is what I'm hearing God say, right? So if you understand the energy, you understand what not to do. Why? Because I'm giving you the guidance, right? And you understand what they should be doing, right? So when you get that conversation, or you get that communication, or even if y'all just around each other, you understand, right, that the energy is intense. So that's why you say nothing. All right? Put y'all on some game now. I'm telling you, shit. All right, so let me tell you. So again, because Venus is going to square Jupiter about 4:08 this afternoon, y'all, right? So there will be an urge to splurge, and that's could be either emotionally or financially, right? And it's going to hit hard, y'all. So watch out for excess, right? So in relationships, right, avoid petty fights, right? Especially over money, right? Or needing too much attention, right? Practice discipline, right? Practice discipline. Now, about 8:19, the sun is going to sextile Uranus, right? So that's going to spark an invention of possibility, right? So you can expect the unexpected, right? A sudden romantic insight, or just having fun, right? Even a spontaneous conversation, y'all. All right. And then tonight at 9:23, right? This is the new moon in Pisces, right? This is the new moon in Pisces. So that's a magical time, right, to set intentions for your love life, right? However, with the low lunar visibility, focus on planning, right? Planning, y'all, rather than impulsive action, right? So if you and your person are in separation, right, instead of you taking some impulsive action towards them, right, you begin to plan for you, right? Why? Because you are your person and they are you. Whatever the hell you plan for you, divine feminine, it always works out for y'all. Always remember that, queens. Like, always remember that. You don't ever have to stifle your life or your plans because you in separation, or because your person not doing what they need to do, or they're not stepping up. It doesn't matter, y'all. You control the sovereignty of the connection. You are the divine feminine, right? You are the one that you listen to God and you understand what's taking place at the 5D. What takes place in the 5 always takes place in the 3, right? But the 5D is what leads the connection, right? So as you hear messages, y'all, as the telepathy between you and your person increases, right, you understanding that is a recalibration. Why? Because it's 727, right? 7 is spirituality. 2 is decision making, right? So the masculine collective, they are now being spiritually led to make decisions based on God. Decisions based on God will always lead them to you, because you are the sovereignty of God. Somebody, you just got nauseous. I just got real nauseous for no damn reason. So I don't know. I'm gonna sip my coffee though. Okay. All right, y'all. So tonight is a beautiful night to set beautiful intentions. All right. So beautiful intentions, y'all. So use tonight's new moon energy to journal. All right. Your deepest relationship desires. All right. Be flexible. All right. Forgive minor offenses. Right. And communicate honestly, y'all. All right. But pause before reacting emotionally or rushing into major decisions. All right. Counter any excess with a little rest and discipline. All right, rest and discipline. So we're going to start off with the Moonology deck, y'all. We're going to clarify with the Twin Flame Ascension deck. All right. We'll get into some tarot, some oracle, and all I ask y'all to do is give the video a thumbs up, send any live gifts that you would like, all right, any monetary donations, all right, listen to the moderators. If you have any questions, put it in the comments, and the moderator, they will get you right. All right, y'all, let's get into the energy All right, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. All right, welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111. This is your daily guidance. All right, this is your daily guidance. After this, y'all, we will be on TikTok. All right, for our new moon live. All right, on TikTok. All right, let's get into the energy, y'all. All right, let's tap in. All right, the first card out is the full moon in Pisces. All right, we in the new moon in Pisces, y'all. So heavy on the intuition, right? Heavy on the intuition, y'all. This is the new moon in Pisces. This card is full moon in Pisces, right? So this is balanced spirituality with what? Practicality. That's literally what I just said. Why? Because I don't read cards. Cards read me. Hello. Right. So what you got to understand, y'all, is that this Pisces energy is very spiritually connected to your desires, right? But sometimes what you desire may not be practical today, right? So let me tell you something. If you desire to be married, but you and your person are strained right now, that desire to be married isn't practical today, right? But you also understand spiritually, y'all already married, right? So again, balance spirituality with practicality, right? Now, let me tell you something. On the other side of that, if you know your person, y'all been in separation, they ain't speaking to you, you ain't speaking to them, you ain't even sure if this your goddamn person no more, balance spirituality with practicality, because maybe that's not your person. Maybe it's not time. Maybe they don't want it, right? So when you say balance spirituality with practicality, that means balance what God told you with how people are showing up in your life in the 3D. Whoever it is, y'all. So it doesn't have to be your person, right? It can be your mama, it can be your daddy, it can be your children, it can be your job, right? Whatever it is, y'all, you always have to face things with a balance of spirituality and practicality, right? So if God is saying you need to leave this job because I just know that I'm supposed to be walking in my purpose, right? But practically, you can't pay your bills if you do that. That's stupid. That's crazy, right? So God is never going to tell you to do something that's out of balance, right? But God is never going to tell you to walk away from something that God told you is yours either, right? So what you got to do is find the balance and listen to who speaks loudest, which is what? God. Because sometimes faith don't make sense, right? So if you cannot find the balance, listen to God. You can't miss. Because God is always going to tell you to do what? Choose you, right? God is always going to say, do what? Choose you, right? So even if you're struggling, y'all, with balancing spirituality and practicality, you still got to understand, if you leave this job right now, can you pay your bills? No, then that's not right, right? That means take your ass to work, right? If you are in this relationship and it's taking everything from you and adding nothing to you, then is that practical? No. So even if God told you that was your person, is that practical? No. So what do you got to do? You got to find the balance, right? Which means that you always have to go back to you. I'm hearing back at one, Brian McKnight. Someone's name could be Brian. All right, because I'm hearing back at one, right? So somebody, maybe you're afraid of starting over, right? But whatever this is, you got to understand the one that's always supporting you is God. Stop playing, y'all. Yeah, because somebody, it's time for you to adjust. I don't make it up, right? Somebody, it's time for you to adjust. It says adjustments are required, right? And see, somebody, you knew this though. It's like God spoke this to you around the third quarter moon, right? Around this third quarter moon that we are coming out of, God was already speaking to you that there was going to be an adjustment that's going to be required. See, now today with this new moon, you are understanding or getting the confirmation that, yeah, right? Maybe you need to adjust. Right? Maybe there are adjustments, right, that need to be made. Whatever those adjustments are, you got to be the one to adjust, right? Your external circumstances adjust to the changes that you make internally. Right? Always remember that, y'all. Always remember that. Your external circumstances only adjust when you change internally. So anything that you holding on the inside, your external circumstances are never going to change. They just don't. That ain't how it works, right? Manifestation is on the inside first, right? Which is God. God is energy, right? So when you accept God, right, you understand the energy of acceptance, right? You align yourself and then your world changes, y'all. All right, but adjustments are required at this time. All right, let's see what else. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Abundant Rising, Gina. All right, let's see, y'all. What else? All right, oh, 2 came out. All right, somebody, you're learning a lesson of your heart. And that lesson says what? You're good enough. You're good enough, y'all. See, that's the full moon in Virgo. All right, somebody, you could be a Virgo. All right, but this is God saying ground yourself, y'all. Look at all that energy, right? Ground yourself, right? Because you are good enough. You just got to look. The energy is gaining momentum, right? The energy is gaining momentum. So when you understand that the energy around you, all it's doing is picking up, y'all. It's picking up. It's like somebody, you need new tires, right? You need new tires, right? Because something is y'all know, when you take off, y'all, and your shit bare, your tires ball, right? And you try to take off and your shit be spinning. Y'all, somebody, you need new tires. That's what I'm hearing. Sorry, y'all. Somebody, you need tires, right? Because you done took off and that shit is spinning. And you like, but wait, God, why? Why I ain't going nowhere, right? Why I ain't going nowhere? So what you got to understand is this, right? The energy is gaining momentum, right? And as the energy is gaining momentum, you trying to go, but it's not quite time, right? You only got a few more days, is what I'm hearing God say. All right, somebody, you only got a few more days. So what you're doing is it's like you trying to take off, but it's still wet outside. Somebody, it's snowing where you at. Girl, you ain't got no traction. Girl, you ain't got no chains for no tires. Girl, we don't drive in snow. What is you talking about? Right? So you are understanding, right, that you just need to sit still, y'all. Why? Because the snow gonna melt by this weekend. Stop playing. It's 60 degrees in Florida. Y'all, why? We was just at the beach this weekend, y'all. My kids was at the beach this weekend. And today is cold as shit, right? But tomorrow, it's going to warm up. By Saturday, it's going to be 80, right? We going into the spring equinox, y'all. The snow is going to melt. Right now, be still. I've been telling y'all that all week. Be still, because where you going? It's cold outside. Where you going, right? So you got to understand what's taking place means that you ain't got to do nothing right now. You just got to be still because God is working it out on your behalf. All right, whatever that means to you, it's being worked out on your behalf. Now I'm hearing it's done. It's done. What I am, yeah, I already have. It's done. God has worked it out on my behalf. My eyes may not see it. Ooh, it's early, y'all. By faith, I believe. Yeah, it will manifest. It's already done. Ooh, yeah, it's done, right? Who sings that song, y'all? I can't think of who sings it, right? But whatever it is, it's done, right? Why? Because it's 7:37. Stop playing. Because it's 7:37, y'all. 7 is spirituality. 3 is creation, right? 3 is God, y'all. I heard in 3 days, right? Claim that in the comments, right? In 3 days, y'all, right? Because this is the new moon and we are going into the spring equinox. When does Aries season start, y'all? Let me get my little card. Aries, oh yeah, shit, what I'm talking about, March 21st, absolutely. Right, absolutely, right? So somebody, what you're beginning to understand is that shit's done, right? It's done. What you got, you already have, y'all. 44 people viewing, all right? It's protected, right? 44 is protection. So whatever it is, it's already done, right? It's already done. So I'm hearing God say you ain't got to worry about it, right? You ain't got to worry about it. What else? All right. Whatever it is, y'all, the energy is gaining momentum. All right. So God is telling you right now, look at the big picture. This is big picture thinking, right? Big picture thinking is what I'm hearing, right? Look at the big picture, y'all. This is the full moon in Sagittarius. Someone, you could be a Sagittarius, right? But that's that fire, y'all. That's that Mars energy, right? That's you wanting to move forward rapidly, right? And guess what? You feel it. Why? Because you worked for it, y'all. It says your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Right? New moon in Capricorn. So you understand that everything that you have worked for is paying off. And that's why you feel the fire energy, right? Because you know something is about to take off, y'all. You know it. You feel it, right? With every bit of your being, right? Like you feel it with every fiber of your being. And because of that, y'all, it's like God is saying, hey, look at the big picture. At least you know. How many people wake up in the dark every day, y'all? Think about it. How many people wake up in the dark every day and they act like they don't know what's happening in their life? Like they can't tap into God. Like they can't listen to astrology. Why? Because it's only two things that God created, which was man and the stars and the moon. So why would you not get up every morning and listen to daily guidance? Because now you got a blueprint. Everybody else, they Ray Charles. Somebody you in Georgia, right? Now I'm here in Georgia, sweet Georgia, right? Right? Somebody your name Georgia, right? But you got to understand, you have the blueprint every day, y'all. And it's people that wake up and they ain't got no blueprint because they don't listen to God. Right? They don't listen to God, right? So they ain't got no blueprint, child. They over here walking around in the dark, child, like Ray Charles, right? And that's why Ray Charles' mama had to let his ass fall so he could learn on his own. Sometimes y'all got to let people learn on their own, right? That's a message for somebody. Somebody, you encouraging somebody too much because you feel the shift in your life and it's like you want other people to come with you. And because you feel that shift, y'all, it's like you like, dang, but come on, dang, but come on, dang, but come on. No, y'all, you got to be like Ray Charles' mama. Well, I can't think of her name right now, y'all, but that could be significant, right? She had to let him keep falling. Thank you, love. Lady, but thank you, right? She had to let him fall so that he could learn. Somebody, it may be a child. You might need to let that child be blind and learn how to walk on their own, right? So whatever this is for you, your hard work is paying off. You got to see the bigger picture. Somebody, you got to see the bigger picture, right? Because whatever this is, you are good enough and the energy is gaining momentum. Stop playing. Yes, it says you are very close to achieving your goal. You are very close, y'all, to achieving your goal, whatever that goal is. All right, let's clarify, y'all, with the twin flame ascension. All right, at the bottom of the deck, y'all, stop playing. Luck is on your side. All right, the new moon in Sagittarius, heavy on the Sagittarius energy, y'all. But you got to understand, you feel it, y'all. Thank you, sunshine. You feel it, right? And because you feel everything that you've been praying for, everything you've been manifesting, all of what you've been praying for is on the other side of 3 days. Shit, it's on the other side of 3 days, right? It's on the other side of the spring equinox, right? So you understand it's just building momentum. Yeah, it's building momentum, y'all. That's that Sagittarius energy. All right, let's clarify, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in to the live. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. It's all love and light in these parts, all right? I don't believe in nothing crazy. If you grew up in the church like me, all right, I grew up in the church, right? I'm a prophetess, but I love what I do, right? I love listening to God and delivering messages in all types of ways. Why? Because God never limited your gift. People did. God never limited your gift. People did. So at the point you begin to limit yourself based on the opinions of people, then you felt like your gift could only be used in church. You felt like your gift could only be used when you was counseling somebody in a therapy session. You never thought that your gift would be more appreciated by a group of goddamn strangers who simply want to grow and elevate than your own people. That's a message for somebody. Stop sharing your gift, y'all, with people that don't care. Stop playing, y'all. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. All right. Stop sharing your gift, y'all, with people who never care. All right. See, you're walking into an abundant season, y'all. Yeah. And now you're understanding, right? Crystal clear vision. Crystal clear vision, y'all. And this crystal clear vision is showing you or making you more aware, y'all. And now you're acknowledging and taking responsibility for yourself, right? See, the only difference, y'all, between the chosen and the low vibrational people of this 3D ass matrix, right, is that those people, y'all, they have not seen themselves or become aware of their own shortcomings, y'all. As the chosen, we know we done been through some shit. As the chosen, we know we ain't always been done right. We understand and we chose to heal and to do better, y'all. But the people who will never choose, right, to do better, all you got to understand is now you have awareness. That's all you need, y'all. You need awareness. We don't care about what other people think. We don't. As long as your vision is crystal clear, then you know what God told you. Stop playing. You know what God told you. So somebody, all of this is now about you becoming more aware about what it is that you desire. Too many spirits. All right, let's get one. All right, give me one. So somebody, this is crystal clear vision. All right, crystal clear vision. Oh, okay. Well, damn, spirit say no. No, you're not finna get one. You finna get all of these. Y'all, I put the whole thing back and it came right back out in the same way I put it. I felt it. All right. Somebody, all right. Shit, no. God said, I got a lot to say. All right. Damn, y'all, this is a lot of cards. Okay. Okay, God. Okay, shit. All right. Sorry, me and my guys having an argument right now. God damn. Okay. Somebody, this has all been about what? You becoming one with self. See, at the point you become one with self, y'all, your foundation, why, is 7:44. 7:44 a.m., right? Just hit 7:45. 7 is spirituality, y'all. 70 people watching. 7 is God, right? But the foundation has to be built, right? Before the flower can blossom, right? Somebody, you that lotus, you had to go get it out the mud, right? Somebody, you like carnations. Now I'm seeing white carnations as well, right? Somebody, you had to understand how to become one with yourself, right? So that now things could blossom. Thank you, love. Thank you, sunshine. You want things to blossom, but you had to become one with self first. In becoming one with self, y'all, then what we got? You learn how to open your heart. When you learn how to open your heart, y'all, it says you set loving boundaries, right? See, let me tell you something. Before you become one with self, you ain't got no boundaries. Stop playing. Before you come one with self, you ain't got no boundaries, and that's why your life can't blossom, right? Your life cannot completely flourish, right? Yeah, you've had great moments. Yeah, you had ups, but you've also had downs, right? Because you were not able to protect what God was allowing to bloom in your life, y'all. So with one with self and blossoming, you had to understand boundaries, y'all, before things could truly blossom in your life, y'all. That's 8 and 9. All right, 98 or 89 could be significant. Shit, now it's 80 people watching. Y'all stop playing. So you had to become one with self so that you learn how to do what? Set loving boundaries. What that mean? I love you, but no. I love you, but I don't want to be in your shit. Right? I love you, but I'm not talking to you. Right? You got to understand, y'all. Hey, it's 79 people watching, but we only got 37 thumbs up. So if you are liking the content, please give the video a thumbs up or get out because you fuck up the algorithms. Hello. Thank you. All right. So somebody open up your heart, right? Open up your heart so that you can now understand that I can set loving boundaries and still protect my heart, right? I can set loving boundaries because then what happens, y'all? You align with infinite abundance. I don't make it up. They came out in order in my hand. Shit. Right? Then you align with infinite abundance. If you don't have boundaries, you can't get here. Stop playing, y'all. That thing says enter the vortex. What is the vortex? The number 10, y'all. What? Stop playing. What is this? 8, 9, 10. I don't make it up. Right? 8, 9, 10. Right? Somebody has been the last 3 years. Somebody is going to be last 3 days. It's going to be the next 3 days. Why? Because awareness. Why? Because that's the number 3. Y'all thought I made it up? No. 3 days. All of this has to do with awareness, y'all. When you become aware of what it is that you desire in your life, now God says, I can align with what it is that you truly desire. You having faith without awareness is what? Having faith without works. You can have all the faith in the world, but if you aren't aware of the snakes around you, you're going to lose it all, y'all. If you want all of this, it still came with your awareness, y'all. So all of these last prior 3 years for some, 14 years for others, right, has been about you becoming crystal clear on your vision. Because when you become clear on your vision, guess what? Now God say, I got something to work with. Shit. All right, now I know what he wants. Now I know what she wants. But you had to be clear. And somebody has spent 3 years of clarity is what I'm hearing God say. Somebody, you have experienced 3 years of clarity because you had to be able to see something from your heart. right? Somebody, you lived a rough life. You spent all your life getting it out the mud, and God had to show you that you were no longer in the mud. But it was not until you got up and you moved quickly out of your circumstances and you learn how to set loving boundaries. Now you can align yourself with infinite abundance. That is the vortex. We in the vortex year, y'all. This is the year 10. This is the year 10, which is 1, right? This is the year of the fire horse. So now we got, something coming in with the masculine twin and a soul merger, y'all. Oh, that flipped real quick, y'all. All right. So now we got to understand the masculine twin, there's a soul merger that's taking place, y'all. And whether that's your internal masculine energy or your external divine masculine, there's a soul merger that's taking place. Why? Because the divine feminine, you became what? Aware. Stop playing, y'all. When you become aware, you are the sovereignty of God. So even if it's your internal masculine, what is your internal masculine? Your confidence, your root chakra, your sacral energy. What is that? If you're not in a relationship, you celibate because you've learned how to protect your sacral energy, right? If you are single, you are in your root chakra. You don't need a man to take care of you. You doing that shit on your own. Right? See, when the divine feminine balances her own internal masculine, the external collective masculine, they gotta change, y'all. This ain't just about my king. This is about every king, y'all. This is masculine energy, right? Divine masculine energy ain't just your person. Divine masculine energy is the masculine collective. You will see your sons change if they are divine masculine. You will see your brothers change if they are divine masculine. You will see your fathers change. However, there is now going to be a clear divide where the divine feminine is now aware of any low vibrational masculine energy in any form that it shows up. If your daddy low vibrational, that shit stink. You can't, it stinks in your nose. Right? If your son's still on some low vibrational toxic shit and you still talking about woo woo, it's okay. No, that shit gonna annoy you to no end. Why? Because as the feminine has risen in her sovereignty, the masculine has to experience this soul merger. And the ones that who choose not to, thank you, lady, right? The ones who choose not to, you as the feminine, a sovereign divine feminine, you ain't gonna be able to do it, y'all. So now the masculine twin, what they doing? Releasing lower self. Stop playing. Releasing their lower self. Why? Because the masculine, y'all, they operate in their lower self. That is the masculine energy, right? They operate in the solar, sacral, and root. But the sovereignty of God, y'all, is the crown, the third eye, and the throat. So they had to, during this period of time now, go through awakenings, y'all. Multiple awakenings of the crown, the third, and the throat chakra, right? So that they could release their lower self, align with the sovereignty of God. What is that? The divine feminine. Who is that? You. Or their internal feminine if they single. Right? So if I'm talking to a king who is single, what that king is doing is aligning with his internal feminine energy so that he can listen to God, so that he can be more abundant, y'all. Abundance comes through feminine energy because feminine energy is the sovereignty of God. So men that work every day are wealthy. Men that work every day can be rich, but they're not abundant. What does that mean? You got a whole lot of money and no peace. Stop playing. Stop playing. You got a whole lot of money and no peace, right? So until the masculine energy align with their own feminine energy, they cannot experience peace, right? And then when they align with their feminine energy, guess what? Y'all will align in the 3D. You will. You absolutely will, y'all. But you have to allow them the time, right, to understand what it is that they are cultivating first, right? Which is soul merger. Soul merger for the masculine looks like what? Going with the damn ebb and flow. Because who the hell got time for you to be stressed out working and shit? Stop playing, y'all. All right, let's go to the tarot, y'all. All right, at the bottom of the deck, y'all, shit, the King of Swords, y'all, stop playing. All right, I just pick up the damn deck, y'all, King of Swords. I ain't even got time to shuffle, y'all. At the bottom of the deck. So someone now is looking at themselves, y'all, as the masculine energy and saying, damn, I can't hurt me. Five of Cups, feminine energy, right? I can't hurt me. Right? So whether this is their internal feminine, there is a grieving that's taking place because of the limitations and the restrictions they put on what? The Empress. Because this is the Four of Wands. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. So as the masculine collective, they have to understand. So let me tell you, if I'm talking about your divine masculine, you got a King of Swords, y'all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. The King of Swords is non-committal, y'all. The King of Swords is the single king of the tarot deck. This is somebody who they ain't want to be committed, y'all. They just did not want to. But now they're understanding that the restrictions they have placed on you, it don't matter because you are the Empress and you get your Four of Wands regardless. You get it regardless, y'all, whatever that looks like for you. All right. So somebody, you have to understand, you might have to take control of your union. You might have to take control, right, of whatever this is that you're creating. Maybe it's not a union, y'all. Maybe it's a business, right? Maybe it's your spiritual business. Maybe it's your job. Shit. Maybe it's your children, right? With the damn Empress, right? Whatever it is, maybe it's your household. Right, with the Empress and the Four of Wands. But right now, there are some restrictions, right? Eight of Swords and the damn Five of Cups, where you are feeling trapped in some type of fear or negative attitude, and you are in some type of regret or grief. All right, regret or grief. All right, what is this energy? Oh, damn, y'all, the damn card flew all up. All right, well, damn, y'all, the Knight of Cups, and it done flew up, hit the light, came back down. Golly. All right, I got a Knight of Cups coming in, y'all. Somebody, you could have two masculines. All right, one could be younger, one could be. I got the Knight of the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Hold on, I want to see if this is two or if this is the same. Hold on, is this two masculine energies? Is this two? Yeah, shit me, I don't make it up. Yes. All right, somebody, you may have a decision to make, right? Because the Knight of Cups is here, but I feel like this is also you in the energy of just wanting happiness. Why? Because the Ten of Cups is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So you over here like, I'm trying to create my own happiness as the magician, y'all. So as the magician, you may have a decision to make, y'all, because if you are dealing with a divine masculine King of Swords who is not ready and you want the Knight of Cups, which is a romantic offer, then you may have a decision. So somebody, you may already have someone in your life who has a emotional attachment with this Knight of Cups, right? But you may have a masculine who is in your 3D energy as the King of Swords. Or this could just be you saying, I'm ready for love. Right? Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, the magician. You ready to create something beautiful, y'all, because the sun is at the bottom of the deck. All right. So whether this is two people, only you know if you got two people, right? If you don't, then you understand that you're ready, right, for an invitation. You ready for love. You ready for passion. You ready for commitment, y'all. Ten of Cups. You ready for marriage. You ready to follow your destiny. Right? Because you are the magician. See, somebody, you are very powerful. You are very influential in the spiritual community, but you understand tact. Because I'm saying the word tactful, right? Somebody, you're very tactful. So you know what it is that you're manifesting for yourself, and you have resources. Like, you're very resourceful in understanding what it is that you want, but something has to change. Because I'm here, it's 7:57. I heard something's gotta change. This is all my pain, ain't nothing that I'm saying, law. I'm hearing that. There's a lifelong because I want to share with y'all. So get in where you fit in. Yeah, somebody, you want change, y'all. 7:57, right? 7 is spirituality, but 5 is change, y'all. You like, I need something different here, y'all. Somebody, you're manifesting something in your life. Just the shit me. The Two of Cups, y'all. Don't play with me. Two of Cups. And the Four of Swords, y'all. Two of Cups and the Four of Swords. Somebody, you over here like, dang, what we got going on here, right? I'm trying to rest. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to do me. I don't know, y'all. Somebody. You have a masculine twin in your energy, though. All right, the masculine twin is out here, y'all. But somebody, you are overwhelmed. There is stress. All right, there is a level of anxiety. All right, because you feel unsupported, is what I'm hearing. Right, by partnerships in your life, and whether that's the partnership between you and your divine masculine, or your family, or your children, right? Like somebody, you feel unsupported, right, by whatever these people, partnerships, your marriage, right, something in your life. And now you over here like, well, damn, if I gotta do it by myself, I can do it by myself. Stop playing. I heard that shit loud and clear. Somebody, if I gotta do it by myself, right, I can do it by myself. So there is a measure of fear, right, on the feminine energy. All right, hold on. I heard get one ascension card for this fear. All right, what is this fear on the feminine energy? All right, what is this fear on the feminine energy? All right, it said, oh shit, y'all. Yeah, somebody, because you getting so many messages, y'all. That thing says mystical messages. What the number 7, right? At 7:59, right before it's about to turn 8 o'clock, right? 7, right? Because it says follow the signs, though, right, Queen? You got to follow the signs. So whoever is in this 4 of Swords, 5 of Cups energy, right? God is saying you got to follow the signs, though, because you already know. Yeah, you already know, y'all. And it's coming through your creative expression, y'all. So somebody, you need to create more. You need to journal more. You need to write more. If you're a reader, then you need to channel the energy outward, y'all. Whatever it is, you need to do it. It's coming through your creative expression. What is that? Change. 5. Right? So there's like an electric current, right, that your masculine twin is feeling as long as you stay in your creative expression, right? Whatever that is to you. Now, even if that's not an external person, even if that's your masculine energy, y'all, why? Because creation is a masculine chakra. Right? That creative energy is a masculine dominant chakra. So even if we're not talking about a relationship for you, you still need to stay in that creative expression energy, because that balances your masculine energy. And whether that's your internal masculine or your king, right? It's coming through your creative expression, queens. All right. What is the signs? What's follow the signs? All right, what's follow the signs for my divine feminine? All right, the 3 of Cups. Y'all stop playing. You know this shit coming together, y'all. 3 of Cups, reunion, y'all. Right, engagement, y'all. Fun time. Stop playing, y'all. The signs are showing you gonna be fine. 3 of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. Follow the signs, y'all. Somebody, whatever this is coming together. Even if it's your children, is wish fulfillment. Stop playing. Thank you, love. Even if it's your children, is wish fulfillment, y'all. 9 of Cups. Right? So whatever it is coming together, y'all. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. All right. So somebody, maybe you're experiencing financial difficulties, because I just saw the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. So maybe your finances are making you second guess that things are coming together for you. All right. Take it how it resonates, y'all. But somebody is fine, y'all. Yeah. Stop playing. The sun. The sun, y'all. So whatever this is for you, it is absolutely coming together, y'all. 2 of Cups, right? So you do have to get out of this 4 of Swords energy, because you feel like you're carrying the world on your back. But it's an end of a cycle, y'all. The world. And you ain't got to support it by yourself no more. You ain't got to support it, y'all, by yourself no more. No, you don't. Somebody, you're going to get communication. I got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I got the Knight of Swords to the Devil and the damn Death card, y'all. Somebody, you could be in an age difference. I get a lot of Knights out here. The only king I got is the King of Swords, y'all, but I got a lot of Knights. If you and your person is going through some type of a transformation in how they communicate. See, the Knight of Swords is somebody who is usually prepared, assertive, very talkative. But this is also someone who is a perfectionist, y'all. With the Knight of Swords and the Devil and Death, y'all, somebody's going through an intense spiritual awakening of their throat chakra, is what I just heard. Yeah, hold on, y'all. I heard, grab this other deck over here. Somebody is going through an intense awakening of their throat chakra. What is this energy? Yeah, I'll make it up in the 7th house, bitch. Stop playing. I heard grab the other deck. Seventh house, y'all. That's the house of partnership. Stop playing. Two of Cups. That's the house of contracts. What is that? Soul contracts, y'all. If you have a soul contract with your person, see, look how they land on each other, y'all. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is a seventh house. This is a partnership, y'all. Somebody, this could be a business partnership if this is about business for you. But at the bottom of this damn deck is what? The Neon Awakening Twin Flame card. Why? Because this your damn person. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. This is your person, right? So when you understand that this is a soul contract, they had to go through some type of deep transformation in their throat chakra. Somebody had to learn how to be more assertive, y'all. That's what this is. Somebody had to understand how to be more assertive. This is twin flame reunion, y'all. This is divine union. But somebody, it was about submission and control, is what I'm hearing. All right. It was about submission and control and understanding, y'all, that this is life purpose. See, somebody, this your damn person right here. They got them Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Somebody in the Five of Swords, Ten of Wands, y'all, they've been wearing a mask. And because they've been wearing this mask, they've been carrying a lot of burdens, y'all. They're that Sagittarius energy again. All right, Sagittarius and Aquarius energy, y'all. Whoever this is, they've been working very hard, but they've also been very stressed. There's been a lack of intimacy between the two of you guys, right? And somebody's been very silent, y'all. That's why this activation had to take place within their throat chakra, because the devil, y'all, is in the middle of the Knight of Swords and the Death card, y'all. Thank you, love. Thank you. So now this is a spiritual transformation, y'all. Yeah, this is your twin flame, y'all. This is the house of partnership. Somebody, you need to check your seventh house placements. See if they are in Pisces, Cancer, or Aries. Because the Queen of Swords just came out, y'all. Somebody, you want to cuss this person out so bad, but you said, no, don't do it. Somebody, I'm sorry, y'all. Queen of Swords with this Japanese proverb, and see how the hand over her mouth. Somebody, it took a lot for you not to go off, is what I'm hearing, God. I'm talking about somebody you wanted to go off. The Queen of Swords. But God says this: see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and do no evil. So somebody, you just had to stop talking to people. And whether this is your person or people in general, right? You begin to learn how to be silent, y'all. I heard you met silence with silence. Yeah, somebody, that's the difference. Let me tell you something, queens. Oh, I need to put y'all on game again. Sorry. All right, let's put y'all on game again. When somebody is ghosting you, don't text their ass ever. If people can't pick up the phone and call you, don't call them either. Meet silence with silence, y'all. When you try to meet silence with, well, what you doing? Well, why you won't talk? Well, why we can't communicate? Fuck no. Meet silence with silence. We can both be silent. It's easy. Because all of it is a game of submission and control, right? If they can get you to call them, contact them, chase after them, ask them a million times what's wrong while they still over here silent as the fucks, then all they are doing is allowing you to engage with their energy because they ain't engaging back. So now you giving out all of this energy to somebody else who's not pouring it back into you. When somebody is silent in your life, no matter who it is, meet silence with silence. Stop playing, right? So somebody, you had to get in your Queen of Swords energy and you learn how to meet silence with silence. I don't meet silence with more text messages. I meet silence with silence. And that's why me and my king ain't never been in separation. And that's why we in union. Because everybody goes through the stages of the journey, y'all. But when he's silent, or when he was silent, I just ignored his ass too. Because then what he do? Focus on you. Now I'm hearing focus on me. What is that? Her? Yeah. Then he focused on you, y'all. Four of Pentacles. Look, somebody over here hard down focus on you. And they're hearing a lot of music, y'all, because I keep hearing these songs and I don't have music playing. I got the little relaxation music playing because YouTube be flagging stuff. So y'all know we channel music on TikTok. All right. But that's what it is, y'all. Somebody was stubborn, though. Right? In this Four of Pentacles, somebody was stubborn. And like I said, this was a game of submission and control. Stop playing, y'all. Psalms 28:7 and the Strength card, y'all. Stop playing. Psalms 28:7 and the Strength card. What is Psalms 28:7? Girl, that thing say, I can't fucking make it up. Girl, that thing say, the Lord is my strength. Oh, we on fire this morning, y'all. That thing say Psalms 28:7. Why? Because he ain't your strength. God is. That motherfucker ain't your strength. God is, y'all. That thing says, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him. Who is that? God. Stop playing. We don't trust in no man, not even your twin flame. We don't trust them. You trust God. You ain't around that motherfucker because you know that you trust God. Right? You stay because you trust God. You pray for them because you trust God. You walk away because you trust God. You detach because you trust God. All of this is a journey to you trusting God, not no man. Even if it's your man, you don't trust them. You trust God. Right? So that thing says, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and he helps me, or she, because mine is a goddess. Hello. She helps me. My heart leaps for joy. Somebody, you found your strength in God. And God is what? Within. So guess what you did? You woke up and you realized that you found strength in you. Somebody, that is your strength, right? You found strength in your ability to be on your own. Shit. You found strength in your ability to remain silent when you want to cuss motherfuckers out. Right? You found strength in being by yourself, y'all. That is what the twin flame journey teaches you. And I tell y'all, if you are with someone who does not want you to be an individual, then that is not the twin flame journey. The twin flame journey is a journey of individuation. It teaches you how to stand on your own. It teaches your king or your queen how to stand on their own. And the two of you guys grow as individuals. In that individuation, y'all come together as a powerful source. But you cannot come together as a powerful source if one is codependent on the other. So you and your person are learning how to stand alone. And if you with somebody who is codependent, that ain't your twin flame. If you need somebody can you write my resume? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you do this? And they're giving you nothing. That's not your person. Stop playing, y'all. That's an energy vampire. Somebody, you learning the difference now between energy vampires, and you will meet them all, y'all, along your journey. You will meet them all. And it's only the one that spiritually invests is your person. 7 of Pentacles. On the journey, y'all, you will meet the karmic narcissist. You will meet the false twin flame. And then you will meet your final. If you ain't gone through them stages, then you ain't with your person. You're not, because you learn through each of those people. And sometimes you be thinking the false twin flame is the real one. Or you thinking the narcissist karmic is just an avoidant. No, he's not an avoidant. He's a narcissist, right? So you got to be able to determine the difference, right? Between what and who you are dealing with. And stop looking at people just because y'all in runner chaser talking about, oh, that's not twin flame. No, that's not what it is. It's about who is spiritually investing. 7 of Pentacles. Right? Who's willing to put in the work of healing, the work of spiritual enlightenment, right? The work of trusting and believing in God, y'all. Why? Because Psalms 23 and 4. Stop playing, y'all. The one who is rooted in God. With all of these damn scriptures coming out, let me tell you, if you are connected to a man who does not believe in God, how can that possibly be your twin flame? Twin flame is divine union. Divine union is God. If that man don't even believe in God, don't believe in a higher source of anything, talking about, I don't know how we got here. Shit, if I know, right? Then how can that possibly be your person? Somebody, you got to see what somebody rooted in, is what I'm hearing. All right. It says Psalms 23 and 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Right? So when you understand your person is always with you, you ain't fearing nothing, y'all. But you also got to understand who is for you and who really ain't. And sometimes you be caught up on people, y'all, and we've all been there. Shit, I done had the narcissist ex, I done had the false twin flame, and I've had the real thing. Well, have the real thing, right? So what you got to understand is that you got to be able to see, right? Because if you don't, you will be walking in some type of damn dark ass valley, y'all. Stop playing, all right? Transformation, beautiful, the death card. Why, y'all? Because it's fucking 8/13. Oh my God, which is my birthday. And what we got, y'all? The death card, 13. Hello, somebody, this is your spiritual awakening, right? It's your spiritual awakening, right? At 8/13, it's your death. So that you can get 8. What is that? Manifestation. What is that? What you prayed for. Somebody, you getting a new beginning. right? But there's a transformation that had to take place within both of you guys first. Somebody, there's growth, right? Somebody, this is very unexpected. I just heard the next time you see or talk to your person, they're gonna be very difficult, y'all. Yeah, don't make it up. The lovers. I don't make it up, y'all. The lovers, right? When you see your person next, talk to your person, communicate, whatever it is, somebody's made a decision, y'all. Your person could have been just waiting on this, y'all. See, the Nine of Pentacles is here, right? It wanted to come out in reverse, but I don't take reversals from this deck, right? So what God is showing me is that somebody now, they had to put in the work, y'all. Seven of Pentacles to get to their Nine of Pentacles so that now you can balance the union, y'all, the lovers. All right. So somebody, your person has worked on balancing themselves. Why? Because this is a divine union. What did I say? Woo, don't fucking play, y'all. I got the solar plexus and the emperor. Stop playing, y'all. What did I say? Somebody, your person had to bow. They ready, y'all. Confidence. The divine masculine lacks confidence, y'all, until they are in this Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. But let me tell you, you got to get to the Nine of Pentacles first. When they get with you, that's how y'all get to the Ten of Pentacles. At that point, they are then the King of Pentacles. Why? Because a king can't be a king without a queen. Stop playing, right? That is the order of tarot, right? So you got to understand, y'all both have to be in the Nine of Pentacles first, right? The Ten of Pentacles come when y'all come together. This is a king, y'all, who's been working on their solar plexus. That thing says personal power, control, and self-confidence. And a man with money is always more confident than one without. Remember that shit. Somebody wants to apologize, y'all. Ho'oponopono. Somebody, you could be Hawaiian. All right. Somebody wants to apologize, y'all. It says, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Right? Because God done stepped in, y'all. Back to back. Oh, shit, y'all. Ace of Cups. Archangel Michael and divine assistance. God has stepped in, y'all, to somebody's union. Literally. The Ace of Cups, Archangel Michael and divine assistance. God has stepped into the building. As my great grandma and my grandma say, y'all, Holy Ghost in the room. Somebody, your grandma say Holy Ghost in the room. Child, stop playing. God done stepped in the room. Y'all, what's that old song? I feel Jesus in the room. Now I'm seeing somebody beating the tambourine. Somebody, your grandma used to beat the bass drum. Now I'm seeing somebody in the church with just like one bass drum and that one lady on the tambourine. Stop playing, y'all. God has entered the building. And I'm talking about the Ace of Cups, y'all. This is an outpour of emotion. Somebody go on a coffee date. I'm hearing, that lady, and it be like good to the last drop. And like is that Folgers or something? Somebody, you drinking coffee, right? And it's like you drink that coffee and then you just take that deep breath. Yeah, that's what this is, y'all. Somebody, you finna take a deep breath. You prayed for this shit, y'all. And it's over. Somebody, God heard your prayer. And now your person wants to apologize. Yeah. Somebody, you got beautiful dimples. All right. Dimples could be significant. Yeah. Y'all look. Corinthians 13:7. Somebody, your person going to church or they're reading the Bible, right? Because there's a lot of scriptures that are coming out. Now, let me tell you about men, y'all. Men go to church. Right? Like all of the kings that are in my life. The reason my channel, y'all, is called Queen of Kings Tarot, I got a lot of kings in my life, right? I got my brother, when I call my brother, that joker be in church every Sunday, right? I got my monadic, that joker be in church. My king, that joker go to church, right? Like men go to church, y'all, or they listen to it on TV. They ain't so much into this tarot and stuff that we do, y'all. That's a woman's thing, right? Men go to church. So let me tell you, if your person talking about church and your person talking about scripture, yeah, because they feel love, y'all. Corinthians 13:7, it says what? Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Men have faith, y'all. And when the man does not have faith, he does not have what? Wisdom. Stop playing. A man with no faith, a man with no God in his life has no wisdom, y'all. So if you dealing with these karmic ass men, it's 8:18, y'all. That ain't what you manifested. That ain't what you prayed for. 8 is manifestation. 1 is new beginnings. Somebody, you manifesting a new beginning. But this one is based on love. And love that does what? Bears all things. Believes all things. hopes all things, endures all things. Why? Because that's wise love, y'all. Stop playing. Don't nobody want that fiery love no more. You want wisdom, y'all. You want wisdom. You've learned the lessons. Now you're leveling up. Somebody, I'm telling you, it's the divine downloads. Your person is getting so many downloads about you right now that they are being forced to make a decision and take the journey with you. Two of Wands and the Fool, y'all. I'm just pulling them off the bottom of the deck. Right? Someone is being forced to make the decision, y'all. Two of Wands, Aries energy. Emperor, Aries energy. In 4 days is the spring equinox. The days the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. 3 days you gonna see the change. By the fourth damn day, you got a motherfucking emperor who's made a decision. Two of Wands to do what? Take this journey. Why? Because the fourth house, this is the house of home. The house of home, the house of family, the house of ancestry, the house of roots. Somebody now know their roots, y'all. See, this is the Fool. Somebody is now wanting to take this journey to discover who they are. Yeah, this is personal growth, y'all. Someone's name could be Allen, AC could be someone's initials, Cohen, right? It says personal growth is not a matter of learning new information, but unlearning old habits. Somebody been learning a lot of unlearning habits, y'all. You dealing with divine masculine, or you take it how it resonates, y'all. But somebody had habits, and you had to unlearn those habits, y'all. That's what personal growth is about, right? Personal growth is about unlearning old habits, right? Right? It's not a matter of learning new information. There is no new information under the sun, y'all. There is nothing new under the sun. Be clear. There is nothing new under the sun. That's why we have deja vu. That's why we have repeating things in our life. That's why we have past life regression, y'all. There is nothing new under the sun. So it's never a matter of learning new information. It's unlearning the old habits that keep you stuck. All right, that keep you stuck, y'all. We got 98 people watching, 72 thumbs up. Can we get to over 100 thumbs up, y'all? If possible, before I get off. All right, I'm getting off in 10 minutes, y'all, because we'll be live on TikTok at 9. All right, I'm going to get off at 8:30. We'll be live on TikTok at 9. All right, so somebody, your person is making a decision to move forward. This is definitely, yeah, stop playing, y'all. Queen of Cups. This is beautiful energy, y'all. Somebody, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. Your person is making a decision to move forward, y'all. If this is travel, somebody wants to see you. All right, but this is partnership, y'all. Somebody wants to move forward, and they've discovered something about themselves, though, y'all. Somebody has truly discovered what makes them happy, y'all. See, this is the fifth house. Somebody's discovered what really makes them happy. All right, somebody, y'all have fun together. Y'all dress weird and shit. All right, but y'all have a lot of fun together. There's entertainment. All right, y'all have this unique way of expressing yourself, is what I heard. Y'all have fun together. If y'all got kids, they blend well, right? All right, or y'all talk to each other's inner child, right? Or y'all talk to each other's inner child. But yeah, because you the star. Stop playing, y'all. Beautiful ass reading this morning. Beautiful, y'all. Somebody, you are the star, right? You are the star. And when you understand that, that means what? Hope, healing, inspiration, right? Wishes come true, right? Somebody, all of this has been about your individuality. Because when you are the star, you are the star, nobody else. See, for the divine feminine, you really, we have to learn individuation, because when you rise to where God wants you to be, it's not who's standing next to you. It don't matter. You know that somebody will be, because God promised you that. So all you got to do is keep your vision on your guiding light. You be the star. You don't have to worry about, well, is it this person that's going to be with me, or is it this? Is this the narcissist? Is this the karmic? Is this the false? It don't matter. You continue to move towards your own individuality, right? Be inspired to take action towards your own goals. Anybody that is not there for the right reason, they fall away easy, y'all, because you vibrate outside of their frequency. Y'all would vex each other so much that they gonna fall away anyway, y'all. So when you are connected to a narcissist, a karmic, right, a false twin flame, whatever it is, all you got to do is keep your healing going. As long as you continue your spiritual journey, they fall away because they can't stand in your frequency. Why? Because that's justice. That's justice, y'all. You don't have to do anything other than keep yourself tuned into God and continue to rise. Continue to pour into yourself. Continue to inspire yourself, y'all. When you do that, the karmic people fall away anyway, y'all. God makes that decision. Yeah. Because we don't worry about the monkeys because it ain't even our circus, y'all. Stop playing. That thing say, why worry about the monkeys if it's not even your circus? Focus on things that are yours to change. I'm just here for the popcorn, y'all. So when you realize that you ain't got to focus on people, justice is this, right? That's God, y'all. Justice and judgment is God, right? And judgment is spiritual God. Justice, oh, that shit is natural. That's the court systems, right? That's 3D. So justice is 3D, y'all. So somebody, whatever the decisions are, you ain't had to worry because they monkeys, y'all. And it ain't even your circus. You just here for the damn popcorn, y'all. All right? Because why? Your third eye on fleek. Stop playing. Somebody, your third eye so wide open right now that people couldn't pull the wool over your eyes if they was sheep. They could not pull the wool over your eyes, girl, if they are the sheep, right? Your third eye is so on fire, y'all, that nobody can tell you you don't know what you fucking know. Why? Because Psalms 91:7, y'all, and damn, Proverbs 18:12. Somebody, you grew up in the church, or your damn grandma or somebody is watching over you, because this deck, y'all, is 200 cards split up. Every scripture card is coming out. All right, somebody, you heavily rooted in your faith, y'all. That thing says Psalms 91:7. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Why? Because Proverbs 18:12. Why? Because that thing say before his downfall, oh, a person's heart is proud, y'all, but humility, oh, it comes before honor. Somebody, you humbling motherfuckers out here. That's what I just heard. All right, you are humbling people simply because you are on fire. You listening to God. You listening to God, y'all. And because you listening to God, you bringing them to their knees, right? You ain't even answering the phone, y'all. Y'all, I got the dumbest ass text message yesterday. When I tell you somebody tried it, I'm talking about they tried it, y'all. Somebody who has never texted me before on some bullshit text me yesterday. Now, you know I didn't respond, y'all, because we don't entertain the monkeys. They're monkeys. All we do is eat the popcorn. But I'm thinking, bitch, is you crazy? Did you contact me? Oh. You don't know. God said, look at the bottom of the deck. You called me on some bullshit? Oh, you don't know. Girl, that person, oh, she finna get wrath, judgment. Bitch, don't you ever text me no dumb shit. What? Girl, y'all should have saw my face. I'm reading this text message like, what? I done sent a screenshot. Send that thing to 3 people. Tell me, did she mean to send this to me? Because what? She didn't get a response, and she never will, right? Because second house, y'all, is the house of values. Why? Because divine timing. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. So when people want to reach out to y'all with dumb shit, it's because they under judgment, y'all. Don't respond. We are in the last few days of retrograde, y'all. The freaks come out at night is not what I'm hearing. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. Y'all, the freaks are coming out, y'all, because it's the end of retrograde. And they trying to do anything they can to ruffle your feathers. Now, everybody finna get blocked. Because what the fuck? Don't you ever text me again, dumb bitch. Right? So what you got to understand is judgment on the heads of people who think your third eye ain't like this, who think that I'm not going to read your ass, and I already know why you texted me on some bullshit, right? So what you got to understand, y'all, is your material and physical success, oh, it's coming in, y'all. That is divine timing. And people, they can sense it, y'all. People can sense it. See, God is protecting you, right? Somebody, you done had a lot of patience with something in your life. Like you've had a lot of patience with something in your life, and God is protecting it, y'all. This is divine protection, God's will. Somebody, you seeing a lot of synchronicities, and it's because you are in full alignment. Full alignment. All right, I'm finna get out of here, so let me get you guys some advice. But because you are in full alignment, I'm hearing God say this. Listen today. y'all. Listen, because when I tell you, I'm talking about God has been so spot on. It's 8:28. All right. 8 is manifestation. 2 is decision making and balance. Right. Listen, every question you have ever had about anybody in your life, about any job, about any circumstance, God's sending you the messages, y'all. And they have been coming all week long. Just listen. Listen, Linda. Right? Because you're going to get the answers to everything you need. And you're going to have them by Saturday. Spring equinox, y'all. All right. Today is the new moon in Pisces. All right. Set your intentions for what it is that you desire. Journal today. Clear your energy today. All right. Do not allow people to overwhelm you. All right. I will be on TikTok in 30 minutes. All right. At 9, we're going to do our TikTok live. All right. So let me get you some advice. Everything y'all need to know about me is always in the description box. To book a personal reading, it's the Lady Empath 1111.com. All right. I will never reach out to you. Those are scammers. Thank you guys for all of the live gifts. All right. Thank you guys for all of the live gifts. All right. Let's get you guys some advice. All right. You guys can meet me over on TikTok if y'all want to continue the morning party. All right. New moon in Pisces, y'all. Listen to your intuition. A lot taking place in the signs of Pisces, in the sign of Cancer. All right. In the sign of Aries and Virgo. It's been in there too, y'all. All right. It says guilt is a normal feeling. All right. But breathe and let it go. All right. So today, if you are feeling any lingering guilt, breathe and let it go. All right. Breathe and let it go. Somebody go near the water. All right. Go near the water if you can. All right, Friday morning, y'all, Friday morning live, I know for the TikTok live, I will be on the beach Friday, I believe. If the weather permits, I'm just going to channel on the beach on Friday, going into the spring equinox, all right? I'm not sure if I'm going to do my morning live this one yet. I'll keep you guys posted. All right. Speak up, y'all, and speak out. All right. Speak up and speak out. All right. It says, let your voice be heard loud and clear. All right. Let your voice be heard loud and clear, y'all. All right. Speak up and speak out. All right. Whatever it is that you need to know, talk about it. All right. Give your inner critic a vacation day. All right. Be kind to yourself today, y'all. All right. Be kind to yourself. Give your inner critic a vacation day. All right. Stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Right? See, we at the final stretch, y'all. That's what I'm hearing God say. This is the final stretch. Ain't nothing you can change at this point anyway. Today, it's about forward movement, right? It's about you moving forward because you understand it's nothing that you can do, right? The spring equinox is in a few days. Set new intentions today just to move forward in a new way, right? Move forward in a new way. That's all your intention needs to be. Is how you want to move forward. Don't set intentions for a relationship. Don't set intentions for somebody else. Set intentions for you, right? Because the relationships align with you, right? So anytime you set an intentions, it's not an intention for your child. My intention is for my child to make better grades. No. My intention is for me to become a better parent so that my child respects me and they automatically get what? Better grades. Why? Because a kid that respects their mother, they always get good grades. Why? Because they like to make mommy proud. Right? Always remember that, y'all. You don't change other people. You don't pray that other people change. You change you. You set intentions for your life. Everything else will align with your life. All right? The last message. All right, what is the last advice? All right, the last one, y'all, is trust yourself always. What did I say? Listen to your intuition today, y'all. Trust yourself always, right? Trust others once they've earned it. Say that shit. Remix. Wait, rewind. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it, y'all. Make people earn it. All right, make people earn it. I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all on TikTok at 9 o'clock. If y'all do not follow me on TikTok, it's the Lady Empath 1111 on TikTok. It's a bunch of fake pages of me on TikTok. So find the one with the most followers. All right. That's all I say. The one that got about 23,000 followers, that's me. All right. I'll see you guys over there in a little bit, y'all. Thank you guys for all of the gift. Thank you for the time. All right. Love and light, as always, the Lady Empath 1111.